Hi everybody at Check In Architecture. My name's Ed Rutherford and I'm talking to you today about tips for cinematography, tools for you budding documentary filmmakers out there. Wishing you the best of luck. A little bit about my background. I come from shooting commercials, music videos, the odd feature film. Clients ranging from Nike, car commercials, beer, food, rock videos, hard-fi, who else contemporary, Snow Patrol. Okay guys, so here's our tip on shooting indoors for your subject matter, and we're going to talk about what not to do or things which might just look wrong. So as you come across to the window, you can see that our subject is very dark against an exposed background. One thing to look out for is to remember that what you might naturally see with your eye is not what's being recorded onto the camera. So check either your LCD screens or do a little test and play back some of the footage before you can go. Take your time. We have our subject in a different area of the room, away from the window, but maintaining some window light coming through, which you can see is clearly lighting our subject from the side. We have a background which has no context, no geography, and is very flat. Keeping the sun behind the subject, even on a flat day, will result in some modelling and separation between foreground and background. Take your first point and move in a direct fashion to your second point to tell the story. Any time in between is just dead time. Stating the obvious, make sure your camera, the batteries are charged. The worst thing that can happen is you're in the middle of town and you've got your subject and all of a sudden there's no power. Check your camera before the shoot. Plan. Lock down your positions, find interesting frames, stay with your subject, think of your cinematography, think of the story, and get your story right. Try for it not to be an amateur approach. Think of your final result. So guys, what we're concerned about here with shooting buildings, there's some obvious considerations regarding geometry. Try not to stay too wide angle a lens because you'll change your perpendicular vernacular. You'll introduce some distortion, some barreling to your image, and your verticals will appear bendy. Try and introduce the three-dimensional space to the building, show the space that it inhabits in its own place. I hope you found everything useful we've been talking about today. A couple of points to conclude. Hold your camera steady, take your time, be patient, it's the most important thing. The more planning you can do before your shoot, the greater the results, the more professional your piece will appear.